We didn't plan this. We just kept having the kind of conversations that made other women say, why aren't you guys recording this?
So now here we are. Welcome to Closet Chaos and Chair Confessions, where the clothes are cute, the hair's half done, and the truth? Well, it's usually somewhere between emotional breakdowns and outfit changes.
Isn't that the truth? We're talking fashion, hair, business, burnout, and all the stuff that nobody else wants to say out loud.
For sure. It's like therapy, but with better outfits, more cussing, a lot of Midwest charm, and wine. So let's get into it.
Here we are. This is episode 1 from Floor to the Mic of Closet Chaos and Chair Confessionals. All right. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off here, shall we? We started this podcast because we wanted a safe place that we could talk real talk, fashion inspo, and maybe a safe place to spill some tea for other women in the industry, in society. We have a lot of things to say, don't we?
We sure do.
Welcome to Closet Chaos and Chair Confessions. I'm Desiree, your host and owner of Style by Desiree. And with me, I have Heidi Klein. She is my manager at the boutique and one of my very best friends. And we'll get into that a little bit later. We're really excited to be here for our first podcast. So bear with us as we kind of muddle our way through. I don't even have my hair standing up right. Good grief.
Well, I've got my old lady glasses on, so they'll be coming on and off throughout because I'm just talking to you. I can see you perfectly. If I need to look at my notes, I can't see them very well.
Well, then
guess what? Age.
Yes. Well, then guess what, everybody? This podcast, if you're a middle-aged woman who's still trying to be relevant, this is probably the podcast for you because that's who we are.
100%.
I'm almost 40, still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. Heidi is a mom who has kids that are grown and out of the house. And I mean, essentially,
they
out
are
of the house. So, but okay. We started this kind of with the Facebook Lives. We did that for a while. We had a hard time sticking with it because it was always on Fridays. And Fridays are hard days for us because you travel, I travel, I work behind the chair, you work behind the chair. We have the boutique. It just wasn't working. So we're being more intentional as we're going into the second phase of 2025. And we are doing our podcast because we feel like that's the next best thing. And we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of people tell us that we need to record what we talk about, and you guys have enjoyed our Facebook Live. So here we are.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about the two of us, but we can get people to talk.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I do too.
Because I love being real with them, and we have some really amazing people that come into the salon and boutique.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't as excited about the Facebook Lives. I know people loved it, but man, I don't know. I struggled with it. It was fun, but I struggled with it, and I think it's because I like to have more of a conversation than the focus actually be on me.
Yeah.
So this is I'm excited about this.
Me too.
Yeah.
I am too. I'm really excited about it. And I think you're right. I think that we do better when we're conversational, and I think that's what people want. And so that's what we're going to give them.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, absolutely.
All wild hair and all. I mean, some days we're going to come on and we'll be more presentable, but this this is let's get our shit figured out.
Yep. I had my Jeep top off today and the wind was blowing, so my hair is kind of all over the place. But I just recently started listening to podcasts, and I feel like everyone kind of starts out like this because you don't know what you don't know. It just kind of like, do you remember our first Facebook Live?
Yes.
We definitely did not know what we were doing, but we started. I mean, you got to start somewhere.
You do have to start somewhere. And I know this wasn't our very first podcast, but this was one of the podcasts. Or not podcasts, Facebook Lives. Excuse me. Remember when my phone fell off the ring light?
Yes, I do.
And we just kept going.
But I think that made us feel better because I think we were taking it too seriously.
I do too.
And then when it fell off, we're like, Oh,
we got this.
well, it's fine.
It can only get better from here. The damn phone fell off the ring light. It was on the ground. Nobody could see us.
Oh no. They can hear the shuffling behind the scenes.
And us laughing and going, Jesus Christ, help us.
Yeah.
Help us.
We need to get our act together.
Oh my God.
Yes, I will never forget that.
No, we've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun in the boutique. We've had a lot of fun on our Facebook Lives. This is going to be no exception, I'm sure. And we get to drink wine on the podcast this time. We're not actually on the clock. So,
Right.
I mean, I guess technically because it's my business, we could have drank wine on Friday morning, but I think people might have thought we were drunk. Unless they might think that now.
Well, you think what you want to think. I don't really care.
I don't either. That is one thing we'll get into. I was talking to my sister about that today, about how as you age, you kind of start losing your give an F.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never thought I'd ever get to that point. I'm very much a people pleaser. So for me to say that is a lot. And I do care. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't take it the wrong way, but I'm going to do what makes me happy.
Yep. Filter cups.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And drinking wine, for those of you who know me, know that makes me very happy.
In fact, some of the friends that I have met through you are because of wine parties, or they're roundabout know you from a wine party somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, wine it's a must with Heidi Klein.
Yes.
And it's becoming a must for me too. That's my new drink of choice. So before we get too deep, let's rewind for a second, because you guys might be wondering exactly who the heck we are if you don't know who we are, or haven't been into the boutique, or haven't seen our Facebook Lives. God bless your souls.
I'm sure they're out there somewhere if you want to catch them.
Yes. Like I said, I'm Desiree Claypool. I own Style by Desiree. We are located in Old Town Altoona. We've been open, we're coming up on 3 years now. I've been doing hair for about 17 years. So I've been doing it for quite a while, but we opened the brick and mortar for the boutique side about 3 years ago. And we love this space. It's this cool, historic building that used to be a grocery store back in the 40s, I think. And then it's been many things. It's been home decor store. It's been a sewing store, lots of different things. But we love this space. And Heidi joined me about 3 years ago too. But like I said, we've been friends for 14 years almost.
14 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of looking for something different. Desiree had been talking about her boutique, and I've always loved fashion. I've never really gotten into it, but I've always been one who normally doesn't walk outside without being put together. Now lately, that's a different story. Probably since COVID, I've kind of let things slide a little bit.
I think we all have.
Yeah, I think so. But when she came to me with this opportunity, I was super excited because, like I said, I love clothes, I love fashion and jewelry. I'm kind of stepping outside of my box, which I've always kind of broke through the barriers with that. I've always done things differently, and I knew your style. I absolutely fell in love when I met you. So I knew this was the perfect place for me, and I've loved it the past few years, especially with our boys older now and not in the house. Kind of gave me a little bit more of a direction.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if you don't know Heidi is a very grounding person. She has seen me at my high highs and at my low lows, and not many people have seen that. And the fact that she has seen that and has stuck with me and can tell me, Des, just take a deep breath, because there are days when I just go on and I'm like a manic mess. Because when you're owning a small business, and she knows because her husband owns a small business too, she's helped him build that up as well. This woman is one powerful little thing, and I love her so much. And if you have the ability to know her, you are so very lucky. And we are so very lucky to have her at the salon and boutique. She makes everybody feel so included, and you just give everybody the warm, fuzzy feels. And you're the reason why people come back.
I don't know about that.
I do.
I appreciate it, but it goes both ways. I mean, I think they come in to see both of us because we're real and we're willing to listen to them at, they're very high of highs and they're very low lows. It's just, we're very caring people, and I think that's why we make a really good team.
I agree. And which is why I think too, this is such a great segue for us from the Facebook Lives. This is a little bit more intimate, and I think that's what we're kind of going for as we transition to, which we'll get into that in a little bit. But,
I would agree.
so that's kind of who we are, and you'll get to know us a little bit more if you don't already. But that's kind of a little dip in the pool of what we are and who we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have notes here, as you can see, because I have one of those brains that like just go all over the place. I have a very creative brain, and I love that about myself, but it also, I'm like a squirrel. So I can't keep focused for too long. So we have notes. So if you hear me or see me flipping pages, that's why. It's keep me on track.
And I try to keep her on track, but I'm kind of the same way. I don't know. Some days are better than others, but we'll get through this and we'll make it.
Yes,
we'll make it.
Yes, we will. So the pivot, we were kind of talking about that just a little bit ago. If you have been following us or know of our boutique and salon, you saw today is July 1st. We're getting ready to celebrate the 4th of July this weekend. We decided to announce today that we are making a big transition in the boutique. We've kind of just listened to people's feedback. We did a lot of soul searching. I did a lot of crying, and we kind of decided, like we said, to just kind of do something a little bit more intimate, because that seems to be what our guests are wanting, and that's kind of what we want too. That's where we thrive, isn't it?
Yeah, and is there one thing that made you decide to pivot, or just kind of all of that together?
That's a really good question. I would say, yeah, everything together, but I think the one thing that really made me have like an aha moment was, it was actually your idea. And I don't know if you know this.
No, I do not.
So this is new for everybody in the room and in the ear. The time that you told me when we were doing that fundraising package for Party of the Blue Jays for Bondurant's schools, and you're like, I have a really great idea for a package for that. And I was like, okay, share it with me. And you're like, let's do an experience. And when she told me what the experience was and what it is, or what it was, guys, was a guest and 3 of her friends got to come into the boutique, and we shampooed and styled their hair. They got a complimentary permanent piece of jewelry. They got $50 of shopping money themselves each, and it was just like a night of fun. Appetizers, wine, girl time, and then they all made the plan to go out afterwards. And when you gave me that idea for the experience, that's the moment I said, this is something we probably should tap into, because that's kind of what my clients already expect in the hair part of my world, because that's the way I've cultivated my mission at the salon.
Right.
And why I didn't think of that going into the new brick and mortar, I don't know why. But I was really wanting the true brick and mortar boutique, but it just hasn't served the area like I thought it would.
Right. And I think when you're a small business owner, your mind is going so many directions.
Yeah.
I think it's hard, and to have that partner who can, not only be that sounding board for you, but also help with ideas, because there's so many things out there, and I feel like in this day and age with all the social media and all of everything, you just have to be present so much. I think it gets overwhelming that you don't think of stepping out of the box, as a small business owner sometimes. And I think just having that person there that can bounce ideas off of you, and not that you wouldn't have, he's fine.
Okay.
Not that you wouldn't have thought of it. It's just got there a little quicker, with somebody else, your little sidekick. I'm your little sidekick.
I wouldn't say little.
That's what I'm here for.
I would say you're a mighty sidekick, because you have put so many like little bugs in my ear that I didn't even think of. And you're right. You're just a good compliment to the business and to me. And I really appreciate that. I do.
Yeah. Well, I thank you. I appreciate you. And especially when you have a direction with a business, a small business, I think you're so focused on that. Sometimes it's hard to think of other things. And I think that's why you need a partner in crime.
See that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree, because sometimes when you're in the thick of it all, you kind of let the emotions Or at least I do.
Yeah,
I was telling somebody
I
the other
would.
day, the other day, and I had said this myself, even going through business, that I was like, oh, it's just business. It's just business. Don't take it personal. It's just
Mhm.
business. Don't take it personal.
Mhm.
No, I've really had to eat my words on that, because if you guys hear the little squeaks in the
Sorry.
background, we have two sweet little dogs, and I should have introduced them at first. It's Milo and Max, Heidi's beautiful dogs. Max was sitting on the couch with us here just a little bit ago, and Milo was sleeping in his bed, but somebody's home, and I think they wanted to see their dad.
Oh, yes, they have to greet everybody.
Yes. At least they're not crazy like my dogs.
No, well, they have their days.
Yeah.
They have their moments.
They were a
but
lot more quiet than my dogs.
They were
would have been.
good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think too, going back to like the aha moment, I also went into the brick and mortar idea of running the boutique similar to my salon business, because that's been successful. So why couldn't I run it the same
Right,
and have it be a true add-on?
right.
No. That was a naive thought of mine. So if any of you are thinking about opening a boutique and think you can just run it the same as you've been running your other businesses, that is a huge misconception. And no, you cannot. It is a whole nother business. It's a whole nother beast all in itself. And so with this transition, I'm kind of handing over a little bit more of the reins to Miss Heidi, because one, she's amazing at it and has proven herself over and over again. And two, I just don't have time. And that is something that I also realized with the brick and mortar, that I was giving too much of myself to the business and not enough like at home time with my husband, not enough at home time with my nieces and my sisters and my family, and I was getting stressed about stuff that didn't matter, and that's when I was like, "Oh, right, something's got to give."
So that was probably a real heavy part of,
Yes.
of the transition, probably.
Yeah.
Trying to be in all the places
Yeah.
at once. Yeah.
And really trying to make the best decision possible, and you never know, because nobody has a crystal ball, you
Mm-mm.
know, and this economy is so tough. We're getting kicked every time. Us small businesses are getting kicked. And it's nobody's fault. It just is what it is. And you have got to be smart and pivot when you see the writing on the wall.
Mhm.
And the writing had been on the wall for
Yeah.
a while. I was trying to kick that can down the road.
Right. And once again, going back to owning your own business. I mean, that's what you do when you're very passionate about something and you have those ideas, and under different circumstances, it would have taken off. And I like the word pivot, because we're not done. We're
No.
not going anywhere.
No.
This is just a little bit of a different direction, and we might come back to the brick and mortar full time, but for right now, we're just pivoting in a different direction.
Yeah, that makes sense for our boutique and for us at the moment, and
Yes.
what our shoppers have asked for and
Mhm.
shown us that that's what they want. So we're really excited about what's to come. And like I said, Heidi is going to be kind of transitioning into her own role. Do you kind of want to go into that a little bit? I know you've been kind of researching some stuff and
have.
maybe taking some classes, but you give them a little taste of maybe what is to come in the future. Not right now. Don't get too excited. We've got plans and we're gonna roll them out slowly, but this will
Yeah.
give you a little taste.
It's just things that kind of go hand in hand with being a hairstylist, I think. I've been a hairstylist for, oh my gosh, probably 25 or plus years. I don't even know. I'm not good at mathing, so I'm not going to get
Me
an
either.
exact number here. But once again, I've always loved fashion. And until I started working with Desiree at her boutique, I didn't realize I had such a passion to help people in the fashion world. I'm kind of dabbling in the thought of possibly looking into taking classes for more of a personal shopper, if you will, avenue, so that when you come in, you can have more of a personalized shopping experience, or have me come to your house and help put outfits together with what you already have and maybe supplement a little bit with what we have at the boutique as well. So kind of a thought I've had been throwing around, like Desiree said, not going to be right away, but going to do some more research into that and see where it takes me. That being said, I'll still be there. If you need help with anything, I'll still be there and willing to take appointments as well, just to kind of see what I think of it. That VIP thing just kind of got me thinking even more when we had that just out there helping them and putting outfits together for them. And just the customers we've had over the last few years, getting them out of their comfort zone and seeing how happy that I've just always been one that loves to see people happy.
Yep.
And I think that's why I've gone down the cosmetology route
Yep.
and, you know, other routes that I've had over the years. I think that for me is a big deal, helping make people feel good in their own skin and about the way they look and getting them out of their box, because
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we've heard over the years, I can't do that, I'm too old, or
Yep.
I can't do that for whatever reason it is. And I'm just not all about that.
You can.
Get your tush in the dressing room and we're going to find something that you love and you feel good in.
Absolutely.
So,
And that's what we love about the boutique. And I think that's why we're making this transition, because we want to provide those one-on-one services that you were just talking about. That is something that we keep hearing over and over and over again. You guys are so cute. I just want you to pull outfits for me. I don't know how to style myself. If you just pulled these outfits for me and just sent me pictures, I would buy whatever you. That's what we're doing, you guys. That is what we want to do for you. And we love doing it. So bear with us as we make the transition. What you can kind of expect going forward is I'm going to be moving into the boutique space currently. I am going to be downsizing how much clothes we actually have in the boutique. We're doing more of a curated system approach for the boutique fashion. So we're going to be rolling out each of our own 5 favorite things after we go into the fall. So I'll have my own 5 favorite things for the month. Heidi will have her own favorite things for the month. We'll be able to talk about them each individually. That's going to give you more of like why we chose these items and understand why we chose these items for you, because we do everything with thought and purpose. We don't just buy stuff to buy stuff. We're doing it with intention. And so with the limited amount of items, that's going to give us more of that intention to share with you so that it's not so confusing and you get that one-on-one experience. We can do FaceTime lives. We can pull clothes for you. We can take pictures, and we do that all the time. People are always messaging us and saying, hey, I got a concert coming up in a couple weeks. Pull me some outfits. Pull me some ideas. Let me see what you've got. And we do that, and we're going to keep doing that. And that's what we want to keep transitioning into, along with Heidi's styling services, maybe some doing color analysis, men's lounge feel. That's what you can kind of expect for the feel now. Kind of like what we're doing right now. We're just hanging out and talking. That's what you can expect, a safe space for you to come out, get your hair done, feel beautiful, get some advice, unsolicited or solicited. And we are honest, and we're kind, but we're honest. And we're going to share our honest feedback. And we're going to make sure that you feel your most confident self when you leave, because when you project confidence and you project joy, it radiates and people feel that. And when you have the confidence from head to toe, meaning your hair's done, your makeup's done, or whatever makes you feel confident, your outfit, that radiates, and people eat that up. They crave it because they want it for themselves. And so that's what we're here to offer you guys. And that's what we want. And this transition is going to be able to make that happen more for you. Right. So we have more time to do that.
Right.
A more focused approach.
Absolutely. I agree.
So, okay, let's do fun and relatable, like, confessions from the chair. We're going to kind of end our podcast every week with something new and different. This week, Heidi's going to quick fire some questions to me, and I'm not going to give long-winded answers because that's what I usually do. And these are quick fire answers to quick fire questions.
If you want her to expand, let us know.
Yes. And if you want to submit your own quickfire questions for one of us, please DM me or get a hold of me somehow, because we would love your input, because I know you guys have really good questions because you've asked me questions in the salon.
Yeah, all the time.
And really put me on the spot before.
I love that.
So these are honest feedback. Take it for what it is. If you get offended easily, maybe you should turn off the podcast, because I'm going to be completely honest. So if you don't get offended easily, listen on.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right. So what's your biggest red flag in a client?
This one I've learned over the years, and it's pretty evident pretty quickly. I'll ask the question, what's your hair history? And if they tell me they've been to so many stylists, or this stylist did them wrong, and this stylist did them wrong, and this stylist did them wrong, I don't want you as a client, because I can guarantee you I'm not going to make you happy either. Sorry, not sorry. You're a person that can't be happy.
Coming from a hairstylist, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. If your wardrobe caught fire, what's the one item you'd save? Wow, this is hard.
Well, on any given day, it's going to be a different answer. But right now,
facts.
Right now, I'm totally into my tulle skirts.
Okay.
I love my tulle skirts.
I was not expecting that, but I absolutely love it. I don't know.
Oh. I was
shoes.
God, I've got so many shoes. I know,
because I know our obsession with shoes, and I kind of wow, I love that answer though.
My tulle fluffy Sarah Jessica Parker, Carrie Bradshaw fluffy skirt.
Makes
I love it. I'm taking it out the house.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, what's something you wish more women knew about themselves?
That they can wear what they think they can wear. They just got to have the confidence to do it and believe in themselves. They do so much for everybody else. I see this because I'm not a parent. I see this because I'm a woman standing behind the chair of people who come into my chair and share all the deep nitty-gritty things that they do for everybody else, but they don't do anything for themselves. They need to have the confidence to rock it because they frickin' can.
Yeah, I agree. Just, believe in yourself.
Yes.
Okay, what's a small moment this week that made you emotional?
Today, I had so many people reach out to me, Heidi, because I was not sure I was making the right decision. I was really scared, and I've been really, really scared.
Yeah.
And I'm getting teary-eyed, so I'm not gonna cry because
sometimes we don't realize how many people we have in our corner until something like this happens.
No. And everybody is so supportive. Like, they're even saying, hey, think of me when you get new stuff in, because I this is what I want, and I don't have time to shop online. I don't have time to go into the store. Send me pics, send me prices, and I will buy it.
Yep.
And that's what we are wanting to do, guys. So this is so good. And it was an emotional moment for me.
I can totally see that. Okay. Which outfit from your closet deserves more praise? You can't talk about the tulle skirts again.
I was going to say, the tulle damn skirts.
We know for sure those are getting saved.
Yes. I will say that. People don't give them enough credit. I love my tulle skirts. Okay.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
What doesn't have enough praise? You know what? I have a really beautiful off-the-shoulder, like, silk top that I need to wear more often, that I overlook all the time in my closet.
So I love a one shoulder moment.
I do too. And
absolutely love it.
It's really drapey on one side. And it just slays so nicely. And
Is it white? Have I seen this before?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to give that more attention.
I do need to give it more.
Thing.
I know.
Okay. All right. What's your toxic trait in a group text? Damn group text. I tell you what.
That I try and go side text somebody else, but I actually end up texting the whole group. This bitch is being a sloot. But actually, I messaged the whole frickin' group that this person's being a sloot. So,
well, you know what?
Now the sloot knows she's a sloot.
Well, she probably knew it in the first place.
That's why toxic trait. I'm becoming my mother.
You have said this before, and it just cracks me up because I love your mother so much, but you're not wrong.
No.
Like, you guys crack me up. You are a lot alike, and I couldn't love it anymore.
I can't help it. I have tried my entire life to not become her, but I have. I've become her, and I see it all the time, and I love my mother dearly. She just does the craziest shit, and now I'm starting to do it, and I even will say, it's happening. It's happening to my sister, and she knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. It's just, who we are.
Yes, but your mom is so cute too. It's inevitable. It's
We do.
bloodline syndrome. We
It
can't
is.
help it.
It is. Yep. And the things that we said we'd never do that our moms do, yeah, we totally do it.
Yeah.
It's what we see, it's what we know, it's what we do.
Yeah.
Clearly they did something right.
Exactly. Well, before we wrap everything up, Heidi, do you have anything that you want to add today?
No, I just, I say that. I say no, and then I start talking. That is probably
That's us in a nutshell.
absolutely. Yes. Just, first of all, not to get emotional, but thank you. I appreciate you in every way and giving me this opportunity and treating me more like a partner than an employee. And I know it just makes your skin crawl when I call you my boss. I don't know. I don't feel worthy sometimes of, being your partner in crime. So just appreciate that. And just everybody who's supported us the last few years and will continue to support us. We've got some really great people that come in and out of our store. And I say our, but
it is ours.
It's her brainchild, and I just am along for the ride and couldn't be any happier.
Well, so. I'm so glad that you are. I'm so glad that all of you are listening, watching, however you're getting this episode in the books. I couldn't be more thrilled that we're here. We made it.
Same.
I think we made it over the biggest hump we're gonna hopefully.
I think so too. Yeah.
Hopefully it's smooth sailing from here.
Absolutely.
First episode is in the books. I love you. I love all of you.
I love you.
We made you laugh, hopefully. We made you think. We made you hopefully feel seen a little bit. Share with a friend. Leave us a comment. Leave us a DM. Share us or ask a question for our quick fire. DM us. We'll keep it anonymous if you want us to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll share who it was. Yeah. So, all right, folks. That is episode 1 in the book, and we will shoot at you. Second episode next week.
Perfect. Cheers.
Bye, guys.